Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I'm so glad you're tuning in because we're going to do something really special. Today, we're completely mastering PTE essay number 76. By the time we finish this highly focused 3-minute explainer, I absolutely promise you're going to have the entire logic of this essay completely memorized and completely ready for exam day.
Let's just dive right in. Part 1, Essay Overview. We're looking at Essay 76, which is a classic problem and solution essay. Honestly, just recognizing that structure right off the bat is half the battle.
Okay, let's take a look at the prompt together. I really want you to tune out all the background noise here and just focus on the absolute critical keywords. So the prompt says, the world's governments and international organizations confront a multitude of global problems. Which do you think is the most pressing problem for the inhabitants of our planet, and what solution would you suggest? Now, I want you to focus right there at the very end. Most pressing problem and what solution. That right there is our entire mission.
So notice how we're completely stripping away the fluff of a long introduction paragraph. You don't need it. What you need is a clear, singular stance to defend. And here's our main opinion. Climate change is the most urgent issue. Therefore, governments must take stronger action. One problem, one solution. It really is that simple.
Moving on to Part 3, the peer explanation. Here, we're deconstructing Body 1, which focuses on the problem. This framework, point, explain, example, result, is basically the simple mechanical secret to unlocking a flawless first body paragraph. Let's break down Body 1 step by step. First up is your point. Climate change is a serious global problem. Next, we explain that point. Extreme weather damages homes, food, and lives. Then we back it up with a strong example: floods, droughts, and heat waves. And finally, the result: economic loss and environmental damage. Do you see how perfectly that logic flows? It goes from a very broad point right down to a specific result. I want you to really highlight strong vocabulary like extreme weather and economic losses in your mind right now.
All right, still in Part 3, let's look at deconstructing Body 2, which is our solution. The absolute best part here is that we don't even need a new strategy. We are going to rely on the exact same 4-step framework: point, explain, example, and result.
Let's build that solution paragraph. Our point: governments should introduce stricter environmental policies. Now we explain it: stronger laws reduce pollution and encourage renewable energy. Next, the example: limit factory emissions and support solar and wind power. And the result: a cleaner and more sustainable environment. This perfectly illustrates how dropping in high-scoring collocations, phrases like stricter environmental policies and renewable energy, will instantly boost your score. Seriously, lock those phrases into your memory.
Excellent work so far. Let's move into Part 4, the memory map, where we're visualizing the keywords. We are going to synthesize this entire essay into a single visual map so you can easily recreate it the second you sit down for your test.
Take a really close look at this side-by-side keyword flow. Starting with Body 1, our problem, we see extreme weather leads to floods and droughts, which then leads to economic loss. Then over in Body 2, our solution. Stricter policies lead to limiting emissions, which directly leads to a sustainable environment. See how that works? Just a few core words and some cascading arrows are enough to trigger an entire paragraph's worth of structure right in your brain. And just like that, we've reached Part 5, the final review. This is the 5-step anchor. What we have here is the ultimate blueprint, and I really need you to take a mental screenshot of this before exam day.
Here is your entire structural journey from top to bottom. Step 1, the question asks for a pressing problem and solution. Step 2, your main opinion is that climate change requires government action. Step 3, Body 1 flows from extreme weather to economic loss. Step 4, Body 2 flows from stricter policies to a sustainable environment. And Step 5, your conclusion is just one sentence stating that stronger action protects people and the environment. Take a good, long look at that flow. Burn it into your memory. Because if you can master this one powerful structure today, ask yourself, how easily could you conquer the rest of the PTE essays using this exact same logic? Keep practicing, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.